I have another collection video. Hey, I'm Amy and welcome back. As some of you know, I went back home to Indiana a couple months ago at the end of March, I guess to be more precise, to visit my family. And there were some movies that I left there that I didn't have room to pack with me to bring out to LA. But when I returned, I did sneak some into my suitcase. So I wanted to do a little haul video, a little bit of a collection update with some of the movies that I brought back from my parents. And these are all movies that I watched as a child and probably as a teenager. I watched quite a few of these, a lot, growing up. And I thought I would share them with you because I know some of you guys are about my age, maybe a little bit younger, but you still probably have seen some of these because there are some really great movies. And some of them are a little weird, but they're also movies that I watched as a little girl growing up in the 90s, and I thought they'd be a little bit of a fun nostalgia factor, especially since throughout the entire month of May, which is my birth month, I thought I would do a little celebration and a throwback back to 1990 and the 90s and all of that stuff for most of my videos besides my new movie reviews, and this is one of those videos. So without further ado, let's get started with some of the DVDs. There's also VHS tapes in here because I do have a VCR, you can tell right here and right above me, but that one's broken. So these are the DVDs first. The first one is Napoleon Dynamite. Such a classic. This one was quoted all the time at my high school because this came out in, this came out when I was a freshman in high school, or like an 8th grader, freshman in high school, kind of in that range. But the only reason I brought this back with me is because we were talking about it at work and I was like, I think I have that at my parents' house and I'm visiting, so I'll bring it back. The next one is a Disney Channel throwback. I'm pretty sure this is a Disney Channel, not a Disney Channel original movie, but it was a Disney movie that they aired on TV first before bringing it to DVD and home video. It is Tyra Banks and Lindsay Lohan in life size. This is just one of those movies that I loved to watch as a kid, and I haven't watched it in quite some time, but I wonder if it is still holding up as a really bad, good kids movie. The next two kind of go together, and I will present them that way. The first one is Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Chronicles of Narnia, and the second one is The Prince Caspian. Yeah, Prince Caspian. I couldn't remember if it was the Dawn Treader one, which I don't think I ever owned. I think I saw it one time at theaters and didn't watch it, but I do love The Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, the original one. This one is okay. It introduced Prince Caspian, and because I grew up going to a Catholic school, they made us read these books a lot, so I know all of these stories pretty well. I just wish they had done The Magician's Nephew. It would have been so good. It was my favorite one of the Chronicles of Narnia, and they really needed to do that one. But yeah, definitely these are two of, well, not this one, not Caspian so much, but Chronicles of Narnia is one that I watched a lot and I probably could quote. Next is one I'm kind of hesitant to show because the creator of this just got convicted of being a sex offender, but I do love the main character in this, even though it's based off of his own works, and I like the actor who plays the main character is Fat Albert. Kenan Thompson is just, I have been a fan of Kenan Thompson since all of that, and I love watching him on Saturday Night Live, but this is such a funny, good, adorable family film. Just ignore this part right here. Nobody cares about He Who Shall Not Be Named. Fat Albert is a really good, funny movie. I used to be able to quote this. I haven't seen it in a while, so I don't know if I will still be able to quote it. Next is one I have not seen, and it is still in the shrink wrap because nobody in my house has seen it either, at my parents' house. It is Matrix Revolutions. No, not the original Matrix. It's Matrix Revolutions. I haven't actually seen any of the Matrix movies, but I brought this one back thinking it was on the 1001 list, but it's not. It is only the Matrix, and I think Matrix Reloaded, but yeah, this is just Matrix Revolutions. I think my mom found it at like a dollar bin somewhere. I was like, might as well have it. So I got it. I took it back. The next are some VHS tapes. The first two are some that I actually already have on DVD, but I thought might as well get them and bring them with me just to have for nostalgia's sake if I ever want to get that VHS quality. First one is the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring. I had this before I got the box set. I watched this as many times as I probably, actually, no, I've watched the DVD a lot, but if you guys know me, you know Lord of the Rings, I will just play this in the background and I listen to the music to fall asleep. So this is a big part of my life. Love this movie so much. So I just had to bring the VHS tape back with me. And the second one, the next one is very similar to that. The next one I have watched way too much. It is the Sorcerer's Stone, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I was given this as a birthday present when it first came out, along with a movie theater sized poster with this image on it that I want to use as a background piece. I want to move my setup and use that poster as a background piece. I cannot find a frame that fits it. It's so large and the frames for that size are very expensive. But I do have this on VHS tape as well, and I love it so much. And then the next two are movies that I watched a ton as a little girl, and they probably have no relevance today, and nobody probably knows what they are unless they are 90s babies like me. The first one is Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers Double Trouble. I don't remember much about this one. I just remember that there was a dog in it, and they helped the dog, who is a TV star, save the city, and I just like the Rescue Rangers in general. I remember watching them all the time on Disney and ABC, and if you don't know the Rescue Rangers, you should, especially if you were a 90s kid. I have one more before I get to my really, really big one that I am most excited about finally having with me, and this one is one that probably only little girls in the 90s really watched because it came out in 1993. It is Barbie's Birthday Party at Epcot. I don't know why I loved this movie. It's not even a movie. It's just something really stupid and fun. I don't know why I brought it back with me, but I saw it and I was like, I really love this because it's so 90s. It's so weird and random, and you can just see all of the different Barbies that were really popular back in the 90s. But apparently, if you bought one of these Barbies on the bottom here, you got this movie or whatever, this VHS for a penny. Pretty sure I got this with the glitter hair Barbie, which is this Barbie on the cover. And yeah, definitely watch this way too much. If the box looks warped, the tape is probably a little warped too. I think this got caught in a flood in my parents' basement, but it could also be the fact that I just watched it and this case got a little trashed. But yeah, this is definitely a very big nostalgia factor for me. The next one I have is probably my favorite, and I'm so excited to finally have it back with me because even though it is a VHS tape, I absolutely love this movie. I watched it so much, and it goes with the shirt I'm wearing. I found this shirt at Target, and I'm so excited to have it because look at this shirt. If you know the shirt, then you know what the movie is that I'm about to show you. It is a classic. It is one of my absolute favorites. It is a Goofy movie. This is such a good movie. I absolutely love it. These songs in it, just listen. It's so good. I love everything about this movie so much. Such a great nostalgia factor for me and for a bunch of people that I know. A lot of my friends also love this movie so much. I think my coworker and I spent probably a good solid 45 minutes to an hour talking about this movie and then going down a rabbit hole of other 90s movies. But those are all of my throwback movies that I pulled from my parents' house. I probably will have another one in December or January because I will be going back for Christmas. I probably will be, yeah. And I will definitely be bringing back some more because my shelf always needs some more Blu-rays and DVDs, and VHS tapes really is probably what I'll be bringing back the most of. Let me know what your favorite movie is from your childhood, and thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly do appreciate every single one of you. Let me know who you are in the comments down below, and let's be friends. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe if you're new because I love talking movies, TV shows, current and vintage, and filmmaking and film history with you guys, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!